We got to do something that's going to change our addiction, or change our thought process, or change that which is before us. David in Psalms 51, he began to break that thing down. He said, he talking about his heart. He talking about, he said, listen, break me down and clean me up. Now I understand the thing I've gone through. After Jonathan told him, the prophet told him that how he had misused his power, and how God would have given him anything he wanted, but he had to go and take another man's wife. Then after he realized it, what did he say? Creating me a what?
Clean heart.
And renew a what?
Right
spirit in me. So he understood, and then after the word, he said, listen, then I will teach transgressors. I will let them know the right way. I will give them a plan of action so they can change their life. We got to change. We have to have a plan, a strategy plan. And we got to instill that plan to change our addiction. So we have established, we asked you the question, and we've given you one answer, that the lust of the flesh, and how David went in and how he allowed himself to go down a different road. Then we talked about how he changed his approach, his addiction. He changed his addiction from wanting to be in the presence of the Lord. And then we see how he had a plan, a strategy of how he was going to clean his heart and his spirit and renew everything in him. But now, what does the Bible say about us when it comes to this service? We started off and we said how Paul, he applauded those brothers, how he was addicted to the service of the saints. Now, it's hard to be a pastor not to have that addiction. Now, everybody else be like, write them out, but the pastor be like, no, I'm going to give him another chance. You know what I mean?
Amen.
I know what you mean. It's just, you can't.
Amen.
It just comes with the territory. You be like, oh, because God, that's a pastor's heart. So your addiction, that's their level. But now, what does the Bible say? It's not just to the pastor, but what we're trying to do, we're trying to get you to understand, we want you to understand that you should be an addict in a good way. Now, the Bible's in Ephesians 6, it says, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as the servant of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart, with all good due service as to the Lord, and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall be received of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. So the Bible lets me know, when I understand that my service is not unto man, when you at Lifeline, when you do things, and how it's so lovely to see the young women and how they're doing a great job here, you don't understand. It's you love your pastor, but the Bible says when you do that service, you're doing it as unto the Lord.
Yes.
Now here's the one thing I know. Colossians 3:23, it says, and whatsoever you do it heartily as the Lord and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ. So you can expect something back for your service. I know we were taught not to think that, but listen, you understand that you're going to get paid. He's going to take care of your stuff because of your service. But what you're doing your service. Your addiction is unto the Lord. No, you're no longer doing the things that you once did, because you're no longer the one person that you were. Now you understand that you're working from the inside out. And when you talk about this walk that we're walking from a spiritual standpoint. We're no longer seeing it with our natural eyes, but we're seeing through the eyes of faith. That's why we talk about faith so much. We see